Okay, now this page might look a little bit confusing to you, but let's move according to the tip of the pen that I'm using. Conversion of rational numbers into standard form. What do you mean by standard form? The first question. A rational number p upon q, so any rational number p upon q, is said to be in standard form when the only common divisor of p and q is 1 and q is positive. Okay, so the first thing is that q has to be positive. Okay, and then the only common divisor of p and q is 1, right? So let us see the first question that we have. Okay, and maybe what I will do is I will just shift this question from here to okay. So let's look at the first question, which is minus 221 upon 255. This is of the form p upon q. My condition is that q is supposed to be positive, right? In this case q is positive, so I don't need to do anything further here. It's p which is negative, right? So in such cases, basically there are two things that you do. First thing, see whether q is positive or not. Okay, once this is positive, then we divide both the numerator so we divide both the numerator and denominator by their HCF. So you need to find out the highest common factor of these two numbers, okay, and then basically divide both the numbers by their HCF. So let's first find out the HCF of 221 and 255. So we will divide 255 by 221. So it goes one time, 221, minus sign, 5 minus 1 4, 5 minus 2 3, this is 0. Since this is non-zero, so we now make 221 as the dividend and 34 as the divisor. 34 will not go into the first two, so we'll need to take all the three of them. Okay, so we'll do it by 6. 6 times 4 is 24, 4, 2 carry, 6 times 3 is 18 plus 2 is 20, right? Eleven minus 4 is 7, okay, and 1 minus 0 is 1. Again, the remainder is not 0, so we make this as the dividend, 34. 17 into 2 is 34, we subtract it to get 0. Hence the highest common factor of both 221 and 255 is 17. So what do? We divide both the numbers, minus 221 divided by 17 and 255 divided by 17, right? Now if you divide 221 by 17, you will get 13. This is with a minus sign, so we put in a minus here. Similarly, if you divide 255 by 17, you will get 15. Okay, in such a case, we know that when you divide both the numerator and the denominator by a common number, the result remains unchanged. Okay, so obviously 221 upon 255 is equal to minus 13 upon 15. And if you notice, the only common divisor of p and q is 1, which is the case. there is no number, no other number which divides both P and Q other than 1. So just to repeat the procedure, simple one. First, convert the denominator into positive. Okay, take the HCF of the numerator and the denominator, which we calculated here. Divide both the numerator and the denominator by the HCF. The resulting fraction is going to be the standard form of a rational number. Let me take 33 upon 69, and to make this a little complicated, let me make this as 33 upon minus 69. Okay, so as we told you, the first step is that Q has to be positive, right? So to make Q positive, what do? We multiply both the numerator and the denominator by minus 1, right? So 33 into minus 1 is minus 33, and minus 69 into minus 1 is 69, right? Once this is done, we find the HCF of these two numbers. So 69 and 33. Now 33 into 2 is 66. 9 minus 6 is 3. Okay, 6 minus 6 is 0. Then we divide, make the divisor as the dividend, 33. We know 3 into 11 is 33. Subtract it, we get 0. Hence the HCF is 3, right? So what do? We divide the numerator minus 33 by 3, and we divide the denominator by 3, which is the HCF. So minus 33 divided by 3 gives you minus 11. 69 divided by 3 gives you 23. Hence this is the standard form of this fraction, right? And again, you can very easily note that there is really no other number other than 1 which divides both minus 11 and 23, right? And then we have the last one. I would leave this for being solved by you at your end. Okay, when you solve it, the answer that you will get is 13 upon 15. Okay, so try and solve this at your end. I've already given you the answer. Don't consider this, don't keep this in your mind, just try it independently.